everyone, Gosia Skarot here, visibility coach for go-getter female coaches, trainers, boss ladies who want to play big in their businesses and show up fearlessly in the arena. Today I have for you 3 tips on how to overcome people pleasing. 3 out of so many. This is just a starting point pretty much. But what is people pleasing? Well, you are afraid, you worry that you cannot say no because someone may think something about you that you don't want them to think, right? You put the keys to your self-worth in other people's pockets. You are on the business meeting, and although you know that other managers are talking bullshit, you don't really raise hand to say your point of view, to maybe challenge what they say, come up with your own ideas, because you worry that they will judge you somehow, right? They will think something about you, especially that maybe you are top, HR partner in your company, and you think that maybe at this stage you shouldn't say anything. Because why? Because you fear of judgment. You fear that someone will judge you a certain way that you don't want to be judged, and on and on and on and on. It's like swirling in those thoughts and analyzing, and this leads you nowhere. And people pleasing is a huge disease, but at the end of the day, it is a disguised fear. You just fear rejection. You want to be accepted, like all of us, right? But let me give you today some tips on how to get out of this hole and how to start claiming your power, Start to be that female leader that you really are. Fearless. Be yourself. At home, at work, everywhere, on holiday. You don't have to be a mask and robot at work who is just like quiet and don't say a word. You can be yourself too, and you can also express yourself in front of others, okay? Do you want that? So the 3 easiest tips. Well, thing number 1, understand that you have a choice, always. Magic word, I choose. I choose to say this. I have the power to actually speak up on that meeting. I have the power to say to my client that, well, sorry, I don't think we are a good fit. And stuff. You always have a choice. Go with it. Build the confidence for it. Thing number 2, set your boundaries. You see, you don't want people to walk over you and, do everything for them. They using you, right? Why? So remember that, again, you are in the decision mode to set those boundaries, to say, well, I am working on until 5. I'm not doing any overtime today. Sorry. I have other commitments. My working hours are this and this. I'm not getting paid after that, okay? Everything, guys, everything is your choice. The same in business. If your clients start to text you like all over the shop, whereas you really communicate with your clients via email, just communicate this clearly. Well, I communicate with my clients via my email only in those hours. Would you mind communicating or sending me email this time? And be just very confident about this. That's not your problem that someone else feels sad. That's not your problem that someone else is, offended. Everything is in our head. So if you think that this is your fault that someone is feeling bad, no. It is their psychology that makes them feel this way. It has got nothing to do with you. You need to start own it and understand the science of perception. That's probably for another video. And thing number 3 is acknowledge people. People like to feel obviously understand and heard. So even if you say someone saying something that you completely disagree with, you don't have to say, oh, you were talking bullshit. You don't have to say that. But what you can definitely say is that I understand your point of view, and I can see that you may think differently about that, but my opinion is completely different. You don't have to even say why, but it is absolutely fine to have different opinion and admit this. There is absolutely nothing about this. But always acknowledge and let people be heard. But the fact that you are right is only in your head. If you think that you are right, it doesn't make someone else's wrong. The same, if someone else is right, doesn't make you wrong. Remember that everything is our perception. There is no such set standard in stone. Everything is perception. You live in your own reality and people live in their own reality. We all have own perception. We need to understand that. so that we don't have to worry about someone else's, being offended and crying. Well, that's the psychology. That's not you. So set those boundaries, okay? Set those boundaries, and these are just like 3 very Kickstarter ideas, guys. And I will definitely do another video about the actual perception. One very powerful concept that changed everything for me, And trust me, I was a people pleaser. I was completely relying on my certificates to build my value, what other people have to say about my skills to build my value, what other people have to say about, how I look, the compliments on me to build myself. How bad is that, You don't need that. Build your own worth, your own value. Stand in your own light that you set up. Don't take into account what other people have to think and say about you in order for you to feel good. Always remember this. Guys, if you enjoyed this free video, then I want you to know that there's so much more you can learn and you can evolve when it comes to your mindset and your visibility as a business owner and also at work. So I would like to invite you to my free 30 minutes Unfold the Leader Within session, in which we get you clear on what holds you back, what are your challenges, that stops you from actually putting yourself forward, expressing yourself at work, in business. Just be yourself, for God's sake, right? And what is your big vision? What kind of leader you want to become? What kind of impact you want to create, okay? And seeing where we can connect the dots. What's your vision? What stops you? What is it that you need to work on? So you will leave session feeling open-minded, energized, and inspired to finally start making those changes to become the person you want to be in the world, okay? The fearless one, not a people pleaser. So if you want to take advantage of this free session, I am leaving you link right above. Please click because it's a limited time offer. Thank you so much, guys, and lots of love. Speak to you next time. Bye for now.